Hello Sagittarius and welcome to your weekly tarot preview. This is for the last week in February from the 24th onwards, and we'll see what kind of energies are there for you in the next week to support you. And as usual, take what resonates, leave the rest. This might or might not be for you. If this doesn't resonate with you, then feel free to watch your other placements as well. And the kind of energy I felt for you was pretty awesome. It was like you are very grounded, very strong, very confident, very positive, and very happy actually. So let's see what the tarot cards and the oracle cards have to say to that, to clarify this. What is the energy for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next week? Sagittarius, what's going on with you in the next week, 24th of February to the 1st of March 2020? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus energies. We've got the World coming out in reverse here. So this kind of energy feels like you are kind of want to expand, you want it all. Maybe you want to end something old and start a new cycle in your life. This is kind of the wish for you to move out of the old and expand your worldview, expand your emotional it's kind of you want to expand on an emotional level and on an intellectual level as well. So there is something new waiting here for you, it feels to me, and you are in this very grounded, very confident energy. Alright, let's get another oracle card from the Alice in Wonderland deck for you, Sagittarius. These are too many. One or two cards are enough. What can we get for Sagittarius, please, for the next week? What kind of messages do they need to hear? So, okay, let's take these two. It's you are rare and free, and you can't go back to yesterday. Be in the present, and there are not many like you. And both fell out in the reverse. You definitely want to be more of a unique and authentic version of yourself. It feels like you have committed and kind of have conformed in the past a little much, because we've got the World reversed here and we've got this card coming out in the reverse as well. It feels like you want to break free from old patterns here and step more into your power. And with this card, it says you can go back to yesterday, be in the present. It feels like you are clinging on to the past. There is a lot of nostalgia, but for you, I'm getting you are kind of clinging on to old habits. And it feels like in the next week you are becoming more and more aware of this, and you really want to be a different version of yourself. You want to create something more, you want to expand, because the world speaks about expansion here. Very lovely energy. Let's ask the good tarot for you guys. What's the overall energy for the next week for you? Like I said, in your energy, I felt you are so strong. You are kind of moving forward and being your true authentic self here. It was feeling really, really good and strong. And I don't think that, even though all these cards are here in the reverse, I don't feel that this is you in a kind of limited version of yourself. It's kind of you breaking free or wanting to break free from something old here. We've got two cards. It's the King of Water and the Free of Fire. Free of Fire speaks about expansion, moving forward, travel. This is you kind of breaking old patterns and moving towards a new version of yourself. And with the King of Water, we've got a lot of stability. The King energy is very mature, very wise, very loving and compassion. So it feels like you are stepping into that role where you nurture your own dreams, where you nurture your own desires and move forward towards what you really think you want, and thus being much more yourself, much more unique, and just don't caring what other people might think, because you want to explore here. You've got the world here for you. You want to try new things. Maybe some of you want to travel. And yeah, this is all about expansion here and leveling up. Very lovely energy. Okay, let's get 3 shuffles here for Sagittarius to clarify. I'm going to clarify with a Celtic cross. Alright, one more. Okay, what's the situation for Sagittarius, please, next week? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's going on with you next week? What's your main energy like? What do we need to know here, Spirit? We've got the Eight of Pentacles. There is something you are working on, or you are kind of focused very much on yourself. It feels like you have this idea that you want to gain mastery in here, and you are learning towards that. You're putting a lot of effort into something, and it could be on the outside, of course. You could go back to school, go to university, something like that. You could be investing a lot of effort in a hobby, in something you want to achieve. It could be some kind of gardening workshop, whatever this is for you guys. You are very much invested here and want to gain mastery here in a certain skill. You're kind of putting in the work here, and it's because you want to grow and you want to move out of your box. You know, the universe kind of told me to think outside of the box when I tapped into your energy, and it's kind of, it was this very grounded energy, and I'm getting a lot of groundedness with the Eight of Pentacles as well. So you are very invested here in some area, and you know what you're doing. You definitely know what you're doing and where you want to go. Let's crossing the Eight of Pentacles for Saggy next week, please. Got two cards coming out. One is the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the other is the Fool in reverse. Yeah, so you definitely want to make this kind of new start, and it feels like you want to rush ahead, because the Knight of Swords is my don't be too hasty card, especially when it comes out in the reverse. So you might rush to something, or you might want to make this kind of progress here, but it feels like there needs to be some more time. There needs to be some more grounding here. You need to invest a little more into this to gain total mastery over a skill, to have this kind of expansion here that you want to achieve. What's going on below you in your subconscious? What are your desires? What drives you, Saggy? The Hierophant. So there's definitely something to learn here. This is the leveling up on a soul level here, soul growth. This is what you're striving for. So this is why you are investing so much time in something. Some of you might be meditating. This could be something very spiritual for some of you, even if I've got the Pentacles here, which represent the earthly plane. For some of you, this is a very kind of an insight, just a change of focus here, and a leveling up on a soul level, a huge transformation that's coming towards you. And you're putting a lot of effort in that. Some of you even unconsciously. Some of you might not even be aware that you're working so hard on a soul level here. So what was going on with you in the recent past, Saggy? Yeah, you wanted to plant a new seed. You wanted to grow something. This is why you are investing so much time and energy into something here. It's something that you kind of want to grow. Some kind of expansion you're longing for. What is on your mind, guys? What are you thinking about? The Justice. This could be the truth in some situations. Some might be focused on getting the truth out of something. This could also be a kind of a legal dispute. This could be karma coming in. This could... it feels like this is the move in the right direction. This is like justice coming towards you, and something karmic that is meant for you. This kind of growth, this kind of expansion, you being in your own true authentic power, you expressing yourself authentically, even if you don't conform, and even if this is not what society expects of you. This is kind of you coming to your own truth, and it feels like you are kind of investing in that. I'm getting that strongly. This is what most of you want to grow here. It's kind of their own soul. It's kind of their character. This is something that's going on inside for most of you. It's the Two of Swords that comes out for the immediate future. So there might be a decision you need to take. Do I want to go on in the old ways, or do I want to try something totally new and be my own true self and do what I love to do and just follow my intuition here? What do you need to know, Saggy, for the next week? Temperance in the reverse. Try to find your balance here, the balance of the inside and the outside world. It's kind of has to do with justice, and it has to do with you expressing yourself authentically. As inside, so outside, as above, so below. So try to make your words and your actions fit what you feel inside, if that makes sense. So try to express yourself authentically here. And do what you feel like doing, as long as it doesn't hurt someone else, of course. Alright guys, what's the external influence here for Saggy? So there's a lot of soul growth for some of you guys here. It has to do with getting out of your head, with leaving something old behind, whatever has constrained you here. And I have been getting that with all 3 fire signs. So that's a topic for the fire signs in the next week, definitely. Getting out of your head, getting out of what's restricting you here, and making this kind of change for a new life, for kind of a new version of yourself, a new start here. But you have to make the decision to get out of your head and free yourself and to heal your heart. Give yourself a little rest and try to meditate, try to heal here, find your inner balance. That's going to be very important for you guys next week. Okay, what's the advice from Spirit here, please? Jesus. 1 card, please. For Saggy, what's the advice for next week? 2 of Cups. So yeah, try to find your balance. I'm getting a lot of this energy where you just need to be grounded and connect with your inner self. You know, this is you in harmony with your higher self. This is you doing you. You kind of being in this close connection with your soul and doing and expressing yourself like your soul wants to be expressed. Alright, so what's going to be the outcome here for Saggy if they take the decision to be their own true authentic self? We've got the Page of Swords in the reverse. It feels like you are not so much in your head then anymore if you make this decision. So definitely decide on not being in your head so much, not letting your thoughts restrict you, and not letting the world dictate how you need to be, because it feels like you are freeing yourself from conventions here. You've got a lot of ideas and you are kind of torn between your ideas and what society says, what the norm says, you know, what other people want you to do. And it feels like you're letting that go and you're just being your own true authentic self here. Love the reading, guys. So this could be just a very internal thing for some of you. So don't expect huge changes in the outside world for most of you. And yeah, try to connect with your soul here and see what would do you good. What do you want on an emotional level? How do you want to express yourself, and how do you want to grow and expand? Because we are all here as humans to expand on a collective level, and that work that you do for yourself, you do for the others as well. And we all have kind of different tasks and different lives, of course, and different timelines, but this is what's kind of your thing for the next week, to try and expand whatever's holding you back and break free from the norms here for some of you. I wish you all the best with that, Saggies, and have a lovely week. Bye bye.